So Jimmy, a 1-1 draw against Rushall, it really proved that chances are so crucial in this sort of game tonight.
Yeah, just said in the changing rooms there, if we could find the way to be ruthless and get that killer instinct, I think we've got a great team. I think we've got a great squad. Played some lovely football, created a lot of chances again, but we ain't took the golden chance that we needed to take at the important time, and you know, feel a little bit let down by the lads for not taking the chances. But exactly the same Saturday, and as we've just been speaking off camera, we got 1 point out of 6 when it should really be 6.
As you say, 1 point out of the last 6 that you could have picked up. Does that kind of mean that the playoff hopes are all but over now, or are you still fighting?
No, I think the playoff hopes disappeared Saturday. That was the one more loss, and the playoffs were always going to be a bridge too far for us. As soon as we'd lost that game Saturday, I think we all had a bit of an heart to heart in the changing rooms afterwards and said our piece. And now we're fighting for the opposite now. We're fighting to see if we can stay out of the 13th to 16th, and can we sneak away into the top 10. Which the Northern Premier this year is probably the toughest I've seen for years. If we can finish in the top 10, it'd still be a great result for Barwell Football Club. But it'd be a crime if we dropped down to 14th, 15th with the season we've had, because we played some great football.
You've opened the scoring twice in your last 2 games, but been pegged back quite quickly. Is that something that you want to make sure doesn't start becoming a habit now?
Again, Northern Premier, there's some good players around, and as soon as teams go behind, including ourselves, we sort of like, next 5 minutes are massively important. Can we get straight back on it and you know, pat them on the back for getting back on it? But at the same time, I think it's an awful refereeing decision. I think Leo just made a great tackle. We've been punished for nothing, and then they shoved it round the back post, and we've not marked, and we've got done. So.
Declan Towers back into the side and even pops up with a goal. What were your thoughts on his performance? Picked up man of the match tonight along with Craig Stanley.
Well, again, we could have easily, obviously Dec went missing and decided to take a week's holiday skiing. It's life, it's what Dec Towers does now and again, but if we was to punish him, and we'd be missing our best defender, so it's pointless, isn't it? So just pick your best team all the time.
Give Courtney Mead his first start for the club. How did you think he did on his home debut?
Done very well. Done very well. He's going to take time to bed in. That's why we've got him now. The plan is to get him in for next season. So if he plays sort of like 4 or 5 of these next 4 or 5 games we've got left, and just gets minutes in, then you know, we're just trying to get him settled for next season, to be honest.
Finally, you've got Warrington at home on Saturday. A side that 3 months ago were nowhere near the playoff picture. Suddenly been on a brilliant run, and they've got themselves right in it. Is it almost favourites, I suppose, to get into the playoffs now? What are your thoughts going into that game? You say that you feel that the playoffs is now all but over for Barwell. What you're looking now to achieve because of that?
Well, again, Warrington, massive club. You know, great FA Cup run last year. Everything was about Warrington, win the league, they come up, Peter Reid's brother, and all this. There's been a transformation since, but you know, we went there and played very, very well. I'm sure they want to come and get revenge here. They're in their momentum, they're flying to get into the playoffs. But again, Barwell and my team will never give anybody a sort of like 3 points. So we'll try as hardest. We're desperate to finish in the top 10. So we'd love to win that game. And what we're doing at the minute is, we've just said again, me, Guy and Tom in the office, we look like we can match anybody, so we can beat anybody, but at the same time we do slip to silly results, and that's the other side of Barwell. Silly results that shame, because I think the last 8 games we've got some crazy points, but that's what we've done for 5 years really.